tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. A Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word, like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home.
It's NBA basketball. On 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards in Washington.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Pau Gasol, Damian Lillard out there with Henderson. Then there's Myers Leonard, and it's Carroll in at the 3 slot. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward kicks to Towns. Lillard outside. In the corner, Henderson with it. The 3 ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And one thing about Marcus Smart, he is a terror on the defensive end. Built like a tank with a giant wingspan. He's already one of the more physical defenders in the game. And while he isn't cat quick, he's a good overall athlete with great anticipation and strong hands. Really a game changer.
Gasol lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got his first bucket in this one. Rubio against Lillard. Rubio dishes to Towns. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Traps in the tray.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Lillard, the pass to Henderson. Gasol a screen. Henderson kicks to Lillard. Unloads from 13. No luck. And Minnesota will come the other way. Hayward right side. Pass to Smart. He feeds it to Towns. From 11 feet away. A rebound by Gasol.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Now here's Gasol. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. The drive by Rubio. And there's the pass to Smart. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Here's Lillard. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Lillard dishes to Gasol. 6 feet out. Gasol can't get that one to fall.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Passes it to Henderson. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Here's Towns. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of... Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what,
Agreed.
guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
There's the pick. Back to Rubio. Splitter sets a screen for Rubio. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. The dive for the ball. Towns with the steal. It's tipped. And they're pushing it up. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Lillard outside. And Gasol now top of the key. And stolen by Hayward.
That's 2 unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And one thing you can't do is string together those kinds of possessions. It can snowball in a hurry.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
And he nails the third.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Towns sets the pick for Hayward. The feet to Towns. Hits the front of the rim and out.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Lillard the pass to Gasol. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And Lillard gets to Gasol. 4 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Gasol's got his second basket.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Kicks it to Gasol. Here's Henderson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. The shake. Pau Gasol again. Gasol's got 6 points.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Lillard against Rubio. And Smart now atop the key. The dish to Hayward. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Rubio misses. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Here's Smart. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Splitter. Mike Scott comes in for Towns. Anderson, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Morris against Anderson. Morris with the bucket.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Entry in the post. Scott's there. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Some changes for Minnesota. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Mike Scott. And it's Hazanya in for Marcus Smart. Minnesota on D. Livingston kicks to Biyombo. 5 on the clock. And it's all evened up.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Exum with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds it to Pekovic. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Exum kicks to Booker. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Booker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Livingston dishes to Robertson. Pass to Morris. all alone.
Marcus Morris.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Now Exum. He kicks it to Anderson. Jacks up a three. And Roberson pulls it down.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Morris. That puts them in the lead. Morris has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Dishes it to Landry. Landry with the screen. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Minnesota. Here is Livingston.
Gordon Hayward.
He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Booker pulls it in.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hayward. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good from Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. At the line for 2.
He's off on the second. Portland trailing here. Here is Livingston. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
Sean Livingston taking 2 shots.
Livingston hits both of them. Eight seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Out to Hayward. Fires the three. No good. Tie game in Minnesota. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Booker out there with Hayward. And there's Pekovic. Then it's Exum, and it's Hezonja in at the 2. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Landry. Shot clock at 5. Cannot hit. And Minnesota now the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Pekovic with a screen. And he slams it one-handed.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And the basket by Lillard.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Pau Gasol has checked in for Carl Landry. Lillard. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
That's his first personal foul.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year. He's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Begovic with a screen. Hayward goes in. Out to the right wing. The layup missed.
And on the topic of Hayward hiring an agent, it was reported that the questionnaire was just the beginning and that prospective agents also went through quite a grilling in addition to that. You talk about a thorough process.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Lillard attacking. Gasol kicks to Carroll. Here's Roberson. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know, back to Hayward, obviously his first NBA contract was subject to the rookie wage scale, but his second contract, 4-year max deal. So whatever the Haywards have done as far as agent vetting, it's paid off.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Splitters checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Towns comes in for Trevor Booker. Smart's checked in for Hezonja. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. And a switch here also for Portland. Bogdanovich is checked in for Roberson. And the Timberwolves call time. Leonard, who's checked in for Biyombo. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clarkie was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him. Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Towns. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Bogdanovich. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rubio with it. Gasol covering. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Rubio the pass to Towns. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And that is good. Carroll's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Rubio kicks to Towns. Baseline try. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. To the right side. Offensive rebound. And Gasol slams it in.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Booker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Back to Rubio. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Good work defensively by Lillard. He feeds it to Carroll. Outside Gasol. Lillard dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Splitter. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Hayward's got 8 here in the quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Splitter. Good. Splitter's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lillard, the pass to Bogdanovich. Good looking screen by Gasol. And Bogdanovich kicks to Carroll. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Hayward. Ahead. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And the basket by Lillard.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Here's Smart, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Splitter with a screen on Lillard. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Anderson, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Portland. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Timberwolves shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. Free throw good, Booker. Carl Landry's checked in for Portland. And so he makes both from the line. So it's Portland now, trailing by 2. Lillard attacking in the corner. Henderson with it. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Rubio outside. And the pass to Smart. There's the feed to Booker. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. They get the rebound. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. Booker's got 7. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Rubio. Kicks to Anderson. Splitter sets a screen. Anderson dishes to Smart. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. 11 feet away. That one wide left. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Morris is checked in for Portland. Minnesota calls timeout. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor. But last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Splitter. Towns comes in for Trevor Booker. And it's Hazanya in for Marcus Smart. Biombo is checked in for the Trailblazers. Livingston comes in for Damian Lillard.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pekovic with a screen. Deep 2 from Anderson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer. A variety of post moves. A tough guy willing to play through pain. But he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
Here's Henderson.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Pekovic missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Here's Livingston. Can't hit. Good D by Rubio.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Morris a screen. Landry passes to Morris. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is Livingston, covered by Rubio. Here is Livingston. The dish to Landry. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Anderson. Shot is off. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Trailblazers lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And what about Pau Gasol? I mean, he's been sensational.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 12 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Jamari Carroll is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Henderson. And it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. Gasol kicks to Henderson. Feeds it to Biyombo. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Pekovic. That's good. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And Towns gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Henderson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
For 3.
Henderson's got 8 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And here's Rubio. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Pekovic. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Fast break, Minnesota. Rubio leading the
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And, guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping. and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Good on the second free throw. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. And Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Carroll, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Carroll's got 10.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Dishes it to Henderson. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Hayward grabs the board.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Pass to Azania. Launches a three. No luck. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's deflected. And it's Rubio penetrating. Hayward. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 18 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark, last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting it. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Lillard against Rubio. Begovic with a screen. And stolen by Biyombo. And an intentional foul right there. Trailblazers trailed by 5.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentages. Were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Begovic with a screen. Here's Azania. Henderson defending. And Azania gets it to go.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Some changes for Minnesota. Splitter is checked in for Nikola Begovic. Anderson comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Bogdanovich comes in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Livingston in for Lillard.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Splitter sets a screen for Exum. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Azania. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Leonard sets a screen for Carroll.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Well, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Outside Gasol. For the tie. And DeMar Carroll, good for three. Carroll's got the game tied up here for Portland.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Some changes for Minnesota. Booker, he's checked in for Towns. Hayward comes in for Anderson. And Smart subbed in for Hazanya. Portland also making some changes. Carl Landry's checked in for Gasol. And Morris subbed in for DeMar Carroll. Now the pass to Smart. Hayward outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped. The Trailblazers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Landry in the post, defended by Booker. For the lead, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Trailblazers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Robertson's checked in. And both free throws good for Landry. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Exum dishes to Hayward. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Hayward's got 21 in the game. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Just 2 to shoot. No good from Booker. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Livingston passes to Landry. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles. He knows where he's supposed to be. He gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Now the feed to Bogdanovich. Livingston kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Livingston. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Assist goes to
Livingston's got 4 this quarter.
And for Tiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
Landry with the screen. Livingston dishes to Landry. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Hayward on the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust a gut to carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Smart. Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Bogdanovich, no luck. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Exum with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. With some arc. And the rejection by Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Passes it to Exum. Smart, wide open, he fires. And that comes off the assist by Exum. And that's 12 points for Marcus Smart. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Portland leading. Booker out there with Splitter. And it's Hayward. Then it's Exum. And it's Smart in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Leonard, the pass to Livingston. Bogdanovich. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Now Hayward. To the paint. Here's Booker. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here is Livingston. And the shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
So it's Portland now. Down low. And Landry throws it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Splitter sets a screen. Three-pointer, Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
All alone. And slam dunk by Smart.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio comes in for X. And stolen by Booker. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Ricky Rubio, Clark, one of the most highly anticipated international players in recent memory to come into the NBA.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of flash and substance to his game. And after much haggling and negotiating, he was finally allowed to join the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2011.
Kicks to Leonard. Shot to stop the run.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Splitter sets a screen. And here's Anderson from the arc. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
3 points away team.
On defense, Minnesota. Livingston kicks to Landry. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
They set the pick. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The drive by Rubio. Nails the 16-footer. Rubio's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. And the jam by Carl Landry.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Now here's Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Over to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Rubio dishes to Booker. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Feeds it to Landry. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Splitter kicks to Rubio. The open shot by Smart. Shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Livingston. Got a hand on it. It's Anderson with the drive. That is good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Leonard. Inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Looking at the numbers for Sean Livingston, he's got 8 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Minnesota making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for Landry. Damari Carroll comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Henderson for Bogdanovich. The drive by Rubio. Pass to Hezonja. A baseline J. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Rubio. Outside Gasol. It's Henderson on the wing. There's a good screen. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Here is Livingston. To the middle. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Hayward comes in for Anderson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Hezonja. Gasol a screen. Livingston passes to Henderson. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
The drive by Rubio. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
To the paint. Here's Splitter. Offensive rebound. Towns. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Lillard dishes to Carroll. Here's Gasol. Hayward grabs the board.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
That's his 5th personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Mario Hezonja.
First one falls for him. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Splitter. Good on both. Portland leading. Lillard outside. Left side Gasol. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The first free throw is good. Biyombo is checked in for Myers Leonard.
2 shots.
And so Gasol nails them both. Timberwolves trail by 3. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. Here's Pekovic. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Lillard attacking.
Look at what Lillard has done so far. He has 12 points and 8 dimes.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And the second free throw, good.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Pass to Azania. Pekovic with a screen. Rubio in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hayward. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2. Henderson. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Shooting for Minnesota, Gordon Hayward.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Lillard. He feeds it to Biyombo. And he jams it with authority.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Rubio outside. Lillard comes with the double team. The shot no good.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Outside Gasol.
2 minutes remaining.
And the shot is good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Pekovic with a screen. Hayward on the wing. Carroll covering. From the stripe. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got 34.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Lillard against Rubio. Lillard the pass to Carroll. Just 5 to shoot. The dish to Gasol. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. This is to Rubio. Back to Hayward. It's stolen by Carroll. .58 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Lillard gets double teamed. And stolen by Hayward. And they're moving it up.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Carroll dishes to Gasol. Carroll kicks to Gasol. To the left side wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 4. Carroll passes to Lillard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this. It's a 2-possession game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 4. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Mike Scott's checked in for Nikola Pekovic.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and